All right, welcome back. I'm just sending Jason in the control room a picture that Tony shared with me on why the Boudreaux Canal area was hit pretty hard. We're going to get that picture up for you in a second. Let me ask you, Gordy, the feds come in, president comes in, FEMA says they're deploying, the photo ops are there. Boy, they do a good song and dance. Some people have still not been paid since Hurricane Katrina. Is Terrebonne in that number, and is that why you really got to watch how you spend the money for Terrebonne Parish, because you know you're not going to get paid back?
Well, boy, you have to be careful, because Terrebonne is still owed money from Hurricane Rita and
Katrina?
Katrina.
All right.
So that's why we're very careful with getting the best price out there, but we're buying stuff we need to buy. And, if we stuck with the bill, we stuck with the bill. But at the same time we're doing all this, we have to make sure that we keep our parish fiscally strong and sound, and that's our CFO on top of it, Candace Malden. Mm-hmm. Because, housing right now, we got to have FEMA pull a trigger. I'm working on something right now that we believe we can locate something out near Highway 90, a temporary housing that we're working with FEMA on in the governor's office. But we got to be careful, because you can't, if you go out and get something, it's not feasible or something, they will turn you down. Well, so at the same time, we've done well with keeping in contact with FEMA. And they basically say they don't have a problem with it. They won't give it to you in writing, but if they tell you they're okay with it, generally you're okay.
But they're okay, but then you got to wait for your money a long time.
You got to wait for your money, so we have to sustain that.
Right,
so
correct.
We have to be we just have to be careful. And
what else do we? You said, just for people just joining us, 800-some trucks in Terrebonne Parish, line trucks.
Yeah, we have 870. They just Entity just increased another 300. And something I got from Garrett Graves this morning, right now we approved for A and B, A being debris removable, this is through FEMA, mm-hmm. B being emergency protective measures. They've extended that to C, which is roads and bridges. That's huge, because we got some bridge problems and road problems. Mm-hmm. And water control facilities, the pump stations, et cetera, that's the levee system. Public buildings and contents. That's not only huge for us, it's huge for Philip Morton and the school board, because they have a lot of damage, so they will pick this up.
Yeah, and they're going to be on later, him and the superintendent, the state superintendent and the Bessie board president.
Yeah, and then G, parks, recreation, and other facilities. Garrett just sent me this, Garrett Graves, so it covers basically everything that our insurance doesn't cover.
Okay, well, good. So, I know you've been trying to get that insurance thing. Jay, do we have that picture up yet? Okay, he's going to get it up in a second, because Tony was explaining to me, look, and we feel for people everywhere who had wind damage, but the reverse effect of this storm really put some water into people's houses, and I can only imagine that wind and that water. You sent me a picture. We're going to get it up in a second. That's an incredible shot.
Picture of the Bubba Dove. Right now there's a lot of scouring took place. We've got a whole lot of rocks being dropped on the outside right now, and of course the barge is being worked on. We ought to have it turned around by the end of this week. Hopefully by Sunday. Right. Giving it a little time, but we're repairing everything, and all the other barges are staying. The floodgates are staying in place, mm-hmm. and we've got those fixed. I think we've got 5 out of 8 engines are working on Petite Caillou. So we fixing to open that.
Jay, did you say you had it? There it is right there. Look at that.
Yeah. That's the back of the Bubba Dove.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the north side of it. Like he said, the back of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you never expect to see that. You expect to see that on the front. You don't expect to see that on the back.
The reverse head on this hurricane, I don't think it was the likes of no one's ever seen before.
When I went back and looked at my surveillance footage at my house, forgot that power was out when I got a generator on it. I said, let me just see. Forgot the cameras were rolling. The intracoastal canal, the rapids in the intracoastal was scary.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen that for any storm, ever.
Right.
And once again, if this is not a Cat 5, I don't ever want to be in a Cat 5.
Well,
Right.
and you know what, for us to have this type of hurricane, along with 20 inches of rain, and we have no houses that were flooded from the rain event. We had the problems over there in around Boudreaux Canal that we just brought up,
Right.
due to the wind-driven lake waters and bayou waters. But our people are not cleaning mud off their floors. They're doing windstorm damage. Now, like I said before in your show, everything built after 2006 with the new codes, I would say 100% of it survived. I mean, I haven't seen anything that didn't survive, and with minimal damages. And some of your older structures survived. It just depends how
This
you
is
built
one
it.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends how you built it. And
Those wooden pegs, those old timers putting this ceiling, those wooden pegs work pretty good.
Yeah.
oh yeah, they
And I'm
sure-
convinced that cypress bends,
Yeah.
it doesn't break. Pine,
Yeah.
it's another story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it breaks. But
Yeah.
all in all, we've learned. Like one thing I've learned, I've got I will have two 40,000-gallon tanks with diesel and gasoline as a backup, because we were using 88,000 gallons a day to start with all this recovery, and of course, thanks to people like Grady Gobert with Gobert, he was able to get it for us. Well, that's not going to happen again. So
Boy, and he's
learn
done
what
a
happened.
tremendous job of
He
getting people.
did, but
Yeah.
if we don't learn from what happened here, now you take all these new smaller pump stations we put in, all of those are strapped down to the ground. They're driven with a type of auger boat, and none of them move, because this was strong enough to move a piece of equipment. We didn't lose one pump station or nothing off the pump stations, except some of the older ones lost sheets of metal.
All right, we got to leave it at that, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, I'm sure, because I know y'all giving me daily briefings. Thank y'all again. Parish President, the Levy President, joining us today. We have a lot of people coming on board. It's all next. Don't go away.